Well, hello there, and this is Auntie. And I am here to do my review on 90 Day Fiance, The Other Way, Season 1, Episode 11, Blind Trust. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And to all of my new subscribers, let's sing it all together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and everybody needs a sweet old auntie, right? Having one, it just would be nice. Cause everybody needs a sweet old auntie, right? So welcome to Auntie's Advice. Welcome to the channel, and thank you so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much. If I had to rate tonight's episode, I would rate it a C. I'm sorry, TLC. It would have to be a C. It was good, but it won't that good, okay? I know they trying to build this damn thing up for us. And so, we trying to be patient with these mofos, but they going to have to come on with it. I mean, they can't wait until the last 2 damn episodes to make it fiery hot and all of that kind of stuff. We need some lights, cameras, and some action. So, unfortunately, tonight's episode is going to get a C rating, but we're going to make the best of this mofo while we can. Y'all ready? I said, are y'all ready? Let's get into it. Let's see. Who do we want to talk about first? Tiffany and Ronald. Oh, I got some super chats. Okay, let me put my glasses on. Thank you so much, Gigi Johnson, for the $4.99 super chat. Love from your niece all the way from Miami. I love watching you. Thank you, Gigi, for the $4.99 super chat. You're going to let me come stay with you, girl, because I've been wanting to stay in Miami, but it's too damn expensive. Thank you, Liz Moore, for the $10 super chat. Hey, Auntie, just got back from Hawaii. Hope you got the postcard I sent you. I will be going to the post office this Saturday, and I will be so excited to get a postcard from Hawaii. Congratulations to you, boo. Okay? All right, y'all. Tiffany and Ronald. What can I say? Boring. Set up, played out. So we see Ronald at the same place that we saw him last week, walking into the casino. Okay, it's a casino. Now, y'all know I always say casino. I know it's casino, but I always say casino. I don't know why. I just call it a casino. So he's walking in the casino because he's going to pick up Tiffany's dad from, the hotel, because I guess that's where he's staying. To me, it just completely seemed like a setup, a TLC setup, so that we could think that, something was going to happen to this mofo. Tiffany says that, she's nervous. She hopes that he doesn't blow everything that they've worked so hard for. Yada, 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 yada. We don't believe any of it. At least I don't. And so, he goes in the casino. Next thing we know, we see him in the car. And he's like, I got him. You know what I'm saying? I got Dad. I got Pops. We on our way back. He calls her on the phone. She picks up the phone and she's like, shh. Let me tell you something. I don't care if this mofo show up with a damn casino in the back of the trunk with the cords hanging, the electric cords hanging off the bitch, where he sawed it out of the floor. She was going to marry this mofo. I don't give a damn what the hell he had done. So she, is, oh my God, so happy, I was just so worried about, whether or not he was going to have, and he's like, I kicked that casino in the ass. I kicked that addiction in the ass this time, okay? And so, this is the day of their wedding. She's excited. She asks her dad, do you like him? And the dad is like, yes, he has an accent. And so, she's like, do you like him? He's like, yeah. And I'm not saying that just because I'm in a car with him. I really think he's a cool guy. The dad hasn't had an opportunity to meet this mofo. He lives in Africa, okay? But okay, we going with we going with it anyway. And so, he arrives and, he got little baby Daniel. And, it's the cutest little thing. He's standing up there with his little, t-shirt on and his little towel around him. And he's like, I'm ready to put my suit on. And so Ronald was like, look, if you put your suit on, man, you got to follow the rules. You can't get that mofo dirty. You got to be looking good for your mommy, okay? This our damn wedding day. And so he's like, okay. He was like, all right then, little shorty, I'm going to hook you up. I think he is the cutest little boy in TLC history. Other than little baby G, he's just as cute and sweet. He has a innocent spirit and soul about him. Like, I absolutely love this little boy. I think he's adorable and he's wise way beyond his years. Like, oh my God, mwah, 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 to little Daniel. He's just the cutest little thing. And I thought that it was good, And when we was looking at it last week, my daughter was like, Mom, he really is in need of a dad. And he really is because Ronald is his everything. Hold on, y'all. Thank you, Fee. Hey, boo. Thank you for the $5 super chat. This is for the thumbs up for Auntie because she brings it. Love you, Auntie. Love you too, boo-boo. Thank you for the super chat. I'm going to have to write a song, okay? So, because every time I get that, I'm going to have to write a song. So when y'all family and friends see that y'all, left the table, left out the movie theater, left your damn jobs, riding in the car with headphones on, they can hear y'all singing, this little song. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have to make me a super chat song. So they be like, if you sing that song one more time. Okay. So anyway, we go on and he is, helping him get ready. And in the meantime, and in between time, Tiffany is, doing her thing. To me, she just looked the same. I mean, her wedding dress was beautiful and everything. But she just, like, she looked the same. Like, her makeup was beat the same. Her hair was the same. Like, nothing was. Okay, but I mean, every bride is beautiful. And I'm not saying that she wasn't beautiful. I'm just saying she looked the same. But, she comes down the aisle and Ronald is standing up there. I'm hoping I'm saying his damn name right because y'all know I've been bunking up some names lately. And some of y'all been a little concerned about y'all auntie. It's just when I get hype, I will mess a name up, okay? But anyway, he's crying. He is boo-hoo crying because he's like, this woman has changed my life and we have so many things, in store for the future. I mean, like he's elated and she's happy and all that kind of stuff. And, they say their vows and they had a reception and little Daniel comes up and he has a little rings on the thing, and he on the pillow and he's just so cute. But anyway, at the end of the day, they got married and they had a reception and that was the end of that. And so I was like, okay, cool. I mean, they was like cool. And then I was like, cool. The next couple I want to talk about is is Jihoon and Lady D. She just left a doctor's appointment. So she makes the decision that she's going to call him and tell him about what happened. It appears that she has a bout with toxemia. I am very familiar with toxemia. I had toxemia with my daughter, and because of my blood pressure, I had to deliver my daughter at 8 months exactly to the day. So I know what she's going through. But she is now trying to articulate this on FaceTime to Jihoon, who seems like he can't even handle a feather. Keep it together, auntie. Keep it together. So she's trying to tell him that she has high blood pressure. She says, what the normal rating is, for high blood pressure and how high hers was. And that at this point, her life and the baby's life is at risk. And when you have toxemia, it is just that simple. It's you or the baby, or you and the baby. But that baby has to be delivered. So she's telling him that, she needs him to change his flight because he's already purchased the ticket. She said she told him not to purchase the ticket, even though her due date is 2 weeks away. She told him not to purchase the ticket until she called him to tell him. But look, here's the thing that's really bothering me about the whole damn thing with her. Thank you, Kimberly Montana, for the $2 super chat. Love your auntie. You make my day. Oh, thank you, girl. I like your little picture. Look at you. I love seeing y'all pictures. Thank you. The thing is, if he bought the ticket at the last minute, the ticket was going to cost him a fortune. This mofo is flying from South Korea. If he waited for her phone call and brought a ticket 2 days before it's time for him to depart, it's going to cost him a good penny. Now, she tells him about what's happening. He's like, are you okay? He breathing on her. Oh, God. Are you okay? The baby okay? Because basically the bitch doesn't understand really what she said. She's sitting up there trying to FaceTime him. He said text it, damn it, because I don't understand. I don't understand what you said. Put it in the damn text message. Use the app. So, he's like, oh, blood pressure. Okay, you okay? Baby okay? She said, well, look, they're going to have to deliver early, and I really want you to be here. Can you change your flight? He said, oh. She's like, is it going to cost you more? Yeah. She said, well, I need you to change your flight. He said, oh, no. Oh, hell no. I ain't changing a damn thing. Oh, no. I will get my ass there when my ticket says I can get there. I don't have the money to come over there early, late. Bitch, I'm going to be right on time. So now she said, I'm feeling some kind of way. But really, seriously, he didn't even research to find out whether or not he could, he could get a little discount, fly on the, because they have those like family flights, for emergency death and different things like that. He could have tried something, but that bitch was like, oh no, oh hell no. I'm not changing a damn thing. And so, she's questioning his commitment to her. And I wouldn't. It's understandable that he's already paid a lot of money for the ticket. Yes, does she want him in labor and delivery with her? Absolutely she does. Who doesn't? Okay, unless y'all been fighting. But who doesn't want the child's father to be there when they deliver? But these circumstances are different from the normal circumstances. So, thank you, Amy Solis, for the $2 super chat. What you got on there? Oh, look at your little picture with your little dog on there. That's so cute. Thank you so much. Thank you, Brianna B, for the 99-cent super chat. Okay, you got a little scenery. Y'all getting creative with these things, okay? Brianna, I'm in the DMV. Hey, DMV. So, like I said, these are not normal circumstances. And so she should be a little bit more understanding about what he's going through. But he doesn't understand what she's going through. He just knows that she said the baby was coming early, but blood pressure and all of that kind of stuff, he doesn't get it. And you know what? At this point, it's okay. Bitch, I'm just going to go head on here and get this, deliver this baby, whether it be by C-section or by induction. I'm having a baby, bitch, and I'll see you when you get here. I mean, really, at this point, that's what the conversation needs to be. The next couple that I want to talk about is Corey and Evelin. If Evelin is the nastiest heifer, outside of the couple that we will not talk about, skirt, that call itself doxing me, skirt, she is the nastiest woman in 90 Day Fiance history. This mofo is out there on the damn seashore, okay? He done came back from a fishing trip. He out there with the natives because he said, bitch, I'm trying to convince this woman that I want to be here. And so I went out with the natives and I went fishing and I had a good time. Now I'm going back to the bar, okay? If you can call that a bar. I'm going back to the bar to be with my boo thing, because I'm really feeling good. I'm trying to grow the hell up. I'm trying not to complain like she says I do. I'm trying not to act like I'm better than this. I'm trying not to say that I'm trying not to complain about the conditions. And I'm just trying to, get along for the get along. So this mofo walking down the beach and everything, and they calling him some other mofo's name. So, he came back and was like, who name you call me? And so they like, whoa, okay? And so he like, that ain't my damn name, okay? Don't call me that mofo's name. So he comes to, the bar. She like, hey, baby, what's up? And she can tell immediately that there's something wrong with him. So he's like, look, I'm walking down the beach and everything, minding my business, trying to get, acclimated to this kind of way of life, out on my little fishing trips with your friends. And I'm walking down the beach, and these people call me out my name again. They call me your ex's name. So immediately she gets uncomfortable about it, okay? Now, I don't know if she's offensive because she just, because it's a cultural difference and they speak, they just frank about everything to the point where it just comes off rude, or if the bitch just rude. But the way that she handled the situation was cringe. Oh my God, I was cringing. So she makes a decision to tell him, they just see you as a white guy. It's not that many white guys out here, so basically they just saw you as a regular white guy. They think all of y'all look alike. He said, bitch, all of us don't look alike. I look totally different from him. We're not even built the same. But for her, you just a typical average white guy. Like, who says stuff like that, okay? So he's offended. He wants her to defend him, and he's like, look, I'm tired of living in dude's shadows. Is the relationship over with y'all? I need dude to be gone because I need to have my own identity. She like, if you want to get along with the get along, what you need to do is learn our language so that you can talk to motherfuckers. That's not the damn answer. The answer is, well, I don't know what the answer is. Because my ass ain't going to Ecuador for anyone, okay? It's enough, here. I can stay here, okay? But she's like, you need to learn the language. And you need to hang around them more. But you should have been teaching him that when you were living with him for 6 months. And maybe you can help a little bit. These mofos. She's like, look, I dated him for a long time, and that's who they know. And I'm not going to change any of that. And you're going to have to grin and bear it, basically. I don't want to talk about it anymore because she says she's not, proud of what she did. Basically, she alleges that the two of them had a split. When they split up, coincidentally, her ex was there. The ex who remains without a name. He was there during the same period that they split. Now the side eye is eternal and will never go away. It ain't that many damn coincidences in the world. And she slipped up and I guess had sex with the mofo and was in a full-fledged relationship, I guess, while he was there. He said, we were supposed to have a split up, a split up that I didn't agree to, a split up she wanted. So basically he knows, or he believes, that she split up with him just to have sex with her ex and not feel bad about it. Because if they were broken up the way that she says that they were, and they were split up, then why are you feeling bad? You did what you did, and you had no commitment to this individual. Unless this was like a 5-day, 4-night split up, or a 3-day, 4-night. You understand what I'm saying? Because, you know. So she's feeling bad. So she's telling him, I don't want to talk about this. We've already talked about this. He said, I need him out of your life. She said, he's not going anywhere. I still care about him. He's my friend. He said, is he still following you on social media? She said, yes, he is. He said, I need him to stop. She said, no, hell no. No, he's not. And I don't want to talk about this with you anymore. So you know what he says? I am not going to talk about it anymore because I only have a short while and I want to marry her. Bitch, did you not hear her 2 episodes ago say that marriage wasn't even in her plans? The only thing she needs you to do is fix that damn shack she got that she's calling a bar. She needs you to fund all of that. Because really, this American man that she was dating before, according to him, he says that he still wants to have a relationship with her. The ex-boyfriend, allegedly said that he's still in love with her and he's not going anywhere. And bitch, neither is she. She's already made her decision. I just need your papers. That's all I need. I need your papers. And let me tell you something. There is nothing wrong with you wanting that paper. There's nothing wrong with you wanting the church plate and the church bag. It's nothing wrong with you wanting some extracurricular money. But what you need to do, if that's your plan, is you need to be straight up about it, and you need to make sure that the mofo knows about it. That you are very clear. And guess what? Fair exchange ain't no robbery. So you need to be prepared to exchange something for that bag. Unsolicited advice. If that's what you're going to do, you need to be prepared. Because it ain't nothing wrong with wanting the bag. It really ain't. Especially from a mofo that's provide lemonade like this. This mofo is a never-ending stock of lemons. You have to squeeze a bitch like him. You must make lemonade. You must use sugar. You have to provide water because this bitch is a endless stock of lemons. You can't do nothing else but Minute Maid, Lipton, Lip Tea. I don't get. So when you have a mofo like this, you just need to let them know, like Evelin's letting them know, look, I'm going to supply this, and you supply this. And when you supply this, I'll supply this. I mean, fair exchange, no damn robbery. All right, lesson over. He says that he promises not to say anything else about it. Because she made him promise. I don't want to hear anything else about it, bitch. Keep your mouth shut. Learn the language here so you can get along with the get along for your stay. This girl, We may not like her and she may be nasty, but she keeping it all the way 100 with this mofo. There are no preconceived notions about it. She ain't faking this mofo. She ain't going out buying wedding dresses. She ain't looking for a damn chapel. She ain't doing any of that stuff. She just letting them know right now, marriage ain't in my future, bitch. I'm living every day for the moment. I got this ball you brought me. I got the car, got the clothes for my aunties and my grandma and them. And bitch, I'm telling you right now, the exchange is I'm going to give you that ass when you want that ass. I mean, I'm going to give you the ass. And a good time. And we can dance by the seashore, bitch, with or without a tiki lamp. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. Don't complain about the mosquitoes. Don't complain about anything. Don't complain about my old boyfriend. Don't complain about the men down at the dock of the bay. This is what it is. And really, we can't be mad at Evelin. I don't like her. I think she's rude. But really, when you look at it, she's being straight up about it. She being straight up about what the deal is. And women, we can't hate on that. I know we want to, but damn it, we can't, okay? Cody the one that's stupid, not her. He got all these dreams and a wishing and a hoping, that things are going to be different. When a bitch show you who she is, believe her. Because I'm going to tell you one thing, you can't beat a woman with a game. Bitch, when we got a game, we got a game. The next couple that I want to talk about is dumbass Paul and Karine. Paul's in his... Paul is a mess. Paul, I'm really surprised at you. I mean, I think you a cool dude. No, I don't. You know what? I ain't even gonna fake like I do. Thank you, Fire Brands Girl, for the $10 super chat. I have a friend like Corey. I am going to show her this, okay? Paul's mother is sick of Paul's ass. She's sick of the arguing in her damn hut. She's sick of this bitch sitting around in her damn straw chairs. She's sick of this bitch inhaling the same dust and sand that she's... Mama Karine is tired of Paul's ass. Yes. So... Paul and Karine decides they want their own place. Now, y'all know when the mofo was here, he was shoveling doo-doo. Okay? Straight doo-doo. Cow, doo-doo. Lamb, doo-doo. Goat, doo-doo. Chicken, doo-doo. Okay? Dog, doo-doo. Cat, doo-doo. It was just doo-doo. This mofo ain't had a job since the job had him. Now he got his ass over there, and he trying to be highfalutin and high sedity about what kind of hut this bitch gonna stay in. So he and Karine are going back and forth, looking at different huts. He meets the real estate agent, and the mofo know how to speak English. And Paul was like, "Oh, hell, you speak English?" So he was like, "Yeah, what you think I speak?" So he rides them around to this hut. It's a nice hut. It got a refrigerator in it. It got a little stove in the mofo. The damn walls ain't about nothing, but I mean, they standing up. It got, so he said even the furniture come with this. All this dusty, dirty furniture that's up in this mofo come with it. So Paul looking at it like, I mean, okay then, go. I like this. So Karine ain't really liking it. It's big. It's a big hut. Bricks all up on the mofo sideways, got holes all up in that mofo. I said, ain't no way in the world. So Karine don't like it because the guy says, look, this hut is going to cost you $4,000. Okay? That's equivalent to $1,100 here a month. Karine said the bitch is too big and it's too expensive. You got another one. So they go and look at another one. It's a smaller hut. A hut nonetheless, okay? Here a hut, there where a hut, everywhere a hut, okay? So they go to another hut. He said, I got one more hut I can go and show y'all. So they go and look at that mofo. That's ragged in the mofo. It's smaller, okay? But it's more affordable. This one right here is like $1,000, which is equivalent to 256 American dollars. Paul can afford that. Karine said, I like this mofo. Paul said, well, Karine, why you ain't like the other one? She said it was too big and it was too expensive. Bitch, you ain't got no job. You don't have a job. So Paul was like, I don't like it. I like the bigger one. She said, well, how you going, Paul, you don't have a job. We can't afford that. Paul said, well, you know what? Guess what? I'm not going to stay in it. She said, drama, 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 drama. She said, you know what, Paul, I don't even want to deal with it. You know what? Fuck it. Because, she quick to tell him, get him the F word. Okay, she's quick to tell him to shut up and tell him, fuck you, okay? So he's like, do you want a divorce? Why is that the first thing that come out this mofo's mouth? He's so damn insecure and needs so much affirmation. Like, come on. So Paul, Karine was like, drama, 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 drama. Okay? So they leave. Next time we see them, they at Mama's. Mama sitting up there. She got an attitude off the break. She come out there, she was like, yeah. I asked Paul how he doing. So Paul was like, what she say? So, Karine was like, my mother said, are you okay? How you doing? He said, I'm okay if you okay. Paul has already told us that him and Karine fuss and they argue about everything. They all up in the mother's house arguing. Now, mommy want to just go hit on that back slap, but she holding back because, she don't need no drama at her hut. So the mother was like, yeah, Paul, I heard that you want to get a DNA and you want Karine to do a DNA test. What the fuck you ask her to do that for? So Paul was like, what your mother say? So she was like, my mother said, why do you want me to do a DNA test? Why have you asked for this? And so Paul was like, the embassy. The embassy, may ask for her to do a DNA test to prove, that I'm the father of the baby, since I'm American and I'm above everybody. And so the mother was like, so Karine was trying to interpret it to her mother. She said, I understood that mofo. So Karine was like, Paul, I really know this you. Yeah, stop it with the embassy stuff. You really, Paul, the embassy is not going to ask for this. This is something you asking for. So Paul is saying no. So Karine was like, let me put this in an interpreter in my phone. So she types into her phone, what if the embassy doesn't need it? So Paul at this point reads it. While he's reading it, he says, well, if they don't require it, then they don't require it. But while he's looking at her phone, a text message pop up there. It's an American man that Karine is talking to. Like I said, get it where you get it. So Karine, Paul is like, wait a minute, who the hell is this man on this phone? Who are you talking to in English? So Karine was like, give my phone, bitch. So she takes her phone and she was like, my friend. Paul said, what friend? She said, they give me money. He said, well, why are you talking to him in English? Could it be that the mofo speaks in English? What is she supposed to speak to him in? Whatever language he speaks in, that's the one she needs to... The problem is that I got a problem with Karine too. Like, you all the way dead ass wrong. She said that this is the son of a woman who gives her money. So why are you now talking to the son? And why is the son sending you money? What kind of money do you need? Karine says that Paul is jealous because the mofo is treating her better than Paul does, and he's afraid of that. No, you all the way wrong. You shouldn't be taking money from anybody. If you're going to be with this broke back mountain bitch, then that's who you need to be with, Karine. Paul said, if I was talking to women in Brazil, would you have a problem? She said, no, because I'm not speaking anything dirty. Karine, I don't care, young, if you giving him lessons. You have no right to have a conversation with this mofo given your alleged past. Now, there have been allegations that Karine was just a little bit of a hoe. She was a little bit of a hoe. That Paul would just, he just want her first romper stomper. So, given your past with alleged past American men, Karine, you don't need to be talking to anybody. Now, Paul said, I probably really do need a DNA test. Now, is that a little bit too overboard? It might be. But then again, bitch, you sitting here and you admitted that you are having a whole relationship with somebody's son who's sending you money. Where your treasure is, that's where your heart is. Has that been the way that you've been maintaining your lifestyle, Karine? With Paul money? Like, I'm feeling some kind of way about it. Now, tomorrow, I might feel different. But I'm telling you right now, that's shady as hell, and y'all know it is. You ain't that poor. The fans ain't that the bomb. Something's up with this. Okay. All right, y'all won't believe me? Okay. But something up with that. I'm convinced. You ain't gonna tell me no different. Let a mofo be sending me money. Like I said before, fair exchange ain't no robbery. You exchanging something, boo. And it damn sure ain't a Coke and a smile. Anyway, the next couple and the last couple that we're going to talk about tonight is Laura and Aladin, better known as Aladin. She has gotten up and they are still having problems with the jiggy jiggy and with her toy. Now, all of a sudden, she's calling it a massager. Thank you so much. Woo! Jakayla Rivers for the $1.99 super chat. Auntie, she need a backup plan. Paul's unstable. Okay, all right, okay, I'm with you. But like I said, fair exchange ain't no robbery, long as you willing. All right, so she's still arguing with him over the toy. He still has an issue with it. She has insulted his jiggy jiggy. Whether it's 2 minutes or 20 or 2 hours, she has insulted him. She don't see why he got a problem with it. As she told him, all American women, or a lot of American women, have them. So she's feeling some kind of way. She's walking in... She's in Qatar, walking in the market, and she's talking about a dildo, okay? How inappropriate this woman is. Like, I'm so shocked that this woman is in her 50s, and she's acting as dumb and naive as she is. So they're walking in the market and everything, and she's saying, he still has a problem with it, and I don't understand it, and we've been arguing. I'm starting to see the conservative side of him. Bitch, when you first got there the first time and you had sex with him and married him after 9 days, you were on vacation, so you got vacation Aladin. Right now, you're saying that you're going to be there for the rest of your life. So guess what you got? You got husband Aladin. And you are in Qatar. You are not here in Florida. You're not in the United States. Bitch, this is not Kansas. Okay? Anymore. The real deal is smacking you in your face. Why Laura has not done her research, I don't know. I have no idea why this woman is as ignorant as she is about the culture and about what the expectation is. When you are going on a trip, you're going to do your research. You're going to find out where the nearest parks, where's the shopping, the hotel, how far is the hotel from the airport, what can I do there, what is the weather going to be like, what is the culture, what should I wear, what should I not wear, what's appropriate, what's inappropriate. You do your research on that. I don't care if you're flying from DC to Florida. You're going to do your research. Should I carry an umbrella? Should I not have an umbrella? Is this the rainy season? Is there hurricanes? Like you do all of your research before you get there. And you mean to tell me that you have packed your whole life up and your whole life savings, left your son, Liam, to go to another country, and bitch, you don't know that you're gonna be subservient to this mofo. You don't know that Ramadan is coming, bitch, and you can't have sex with him. You can't do anything with him. You don't know that you're going to have to wear the clothes that are appropriate there. So he takes her to the market. Okay, we already know she's insecure about not only her hair, her face, but her weight. He takes her to the market, and he's like, okay, these are the clothes that a lot of the women wear. He said a lot of women here. He didn't say you. He said a lot of women here basically have everything covered. But I want to show you my neighborhood. I want to show you where I where I live. I want to show you the customs, okay? Thank you so much, KK, for the $5 super chat. Thank you, boo. He's like, I just want to show you the customs. So he goes in there. He's like, Ramadan is coming. You're doing Ramadan. You can't do, and I hope that I'm pronouncing that correctly. He's like, it's coming. It can't have sex. You can't even kiss. You can't do anything. And he said, and I just want you to wear this during that time period, okay? I want you to wear this because he said it starts at sunset and whatever he said. So anyway, there's a time period for this. This isn't 365 days. So he takes her in there to try to buy her, an outfit that is appropriate for her to wear during this time period. Now she mad. He trying to tell me what the hell to wear. I'm an independent woman. Women ain't jack up over here. He wants me to be subservient to him. Now he wants me to cover all this fat up. Bitch, that is not what he said at all. Period. He did not say that. He said, I need you to wear this when you're going like to the market or you're going out somewhere. I need you to wear this because this religious holiday is coming up. It's a custom of ours for a woman to be dressed appropriate during this time period. What's so damn hard about that? She makes a big deal out of it. He shows her an outfit. He said, you like this one? No, that look like I'm graduating from high school. Well, it looks better than you being casket ready. Which one do you want? I'd rather be looking like a cheerleader all day long than to be... So anyway, they drop it. The next day, they're getting in a Uber, okay? They're going to see his boss. This guy owns the gym that Aladin works at. So they're driving there, and he's telling her, look, in our custom, if a man does not shake your hand, don't you put that mofo out there. Don't extend your hand. If he doesn't extend his hand to shake your hand, then bitch, you wave. But if he extends his hand, then by all means, shake his hand. This is our custom. To me, it's not a big deal. But to her, she feels like he's robbing her of her womanhood. He wants to talk down to her. And now she's not equal to men. Bitch, you in Qatar. You're not even equal to men here. It may be covered up more, but you are in no way getting equal pay. We've I'm trying to calm the hell down. It looks different here. It smells different here. But women are not equal to men here. They don't even do the research, the medical research on women like they do on men. Why do you think that so many women die of heart disease, but so many men live from it? They still have not found a way to save more women who die of breast cancer than they have of men who die of prostate cancer. Come on. You're sitting beside someone in the office and you have the same educational background that they do, and bitch, you will not get paid the same. And if you do, you're blessed. Now, nobody's kicking our asses and treating us like we're on Handmaid's Tale. But equality? You have a false sense of it. When you've worked as long as I have worked, and you've seen the thing, I've been working 30, well, I ain't gonna tell how many, but 30 plus years. And you're not treated the same. That's life right now. And maybe the next generation, our children or our children's children will change that. But for right now, is that equal to how you're being treated in Qatar? No. But you know what the game is. Stop. Why would you get over there and act like... Okay. So she goes and she meets him and he shakes her hand. She says, I shook his hand and I squeezed it real tight because I wanted him to know that I'm a woman with power. Bitch, they will cut your throat as quick over there, honey, as they will cut a throat of a chicken. This you trying to prove that you equal? I shook his hand and squeezed it real tight to let him know that I was a woman with power. The power is within you. And sometimes your power doesn't have to be displayed in squeezing a bitch hand tight. It's in knowing who you are. Walking confidently in who... See, you're powerless because you have very low self-esteem. You had that before you even flew your ass over there. Your son said every relationship that you were in, you destroyed. Your son said that. Your son, your only child, said you destroyed everything. He said it wasn't going to work, that you were going to self-sabotage. And here you over here with this wealthy man sitting up under his big ass tent with all his expensive ass birds and say, I squeezed his hand because I wanted to let him know that I was a woman with power. And he took that power and snatched that from you. Just like that, when he told you that Aladin can have 4 wives. Where was your power then? See, if you was confident and you really was powerful and walking in who you are as a woman, that wouldn't have fazed you. Because you would have known I'm woman enough for him. Now you sitting up there saying, well, I don't know whether or not he's the man that I thought he was. What the hell that got to do with it? So she says, well, he has to have his wife's permission, right, in order to marry. The guy said, no, depend on the guy. Alice said, well, basically, you know, you can keep it hush-hush if you think it's going to cause problems. Look, I'm not the type of woman that is not with any movement. I think that women should be treated equally. But the reality is that we're not. And I'm not making excuses for how it is. I'm just telling you the truth of what it is from my perspective. Your perspective may be different. Your experience may be different. As I said, I've been in the workforce for over 30 years, longer than most people have been born. I'm 2 years away from retirement. I have seen it all coming up the rank. And while it's not fair, and there's a piece of me that can understand her losing her sense of self, her sense of control. Because I know that would be hard for me. Because I'm independent. I do my own thing. I pay my own bills. I make my own way. Whether it's hard or not, I do it for me. So I know I would have a problem with being subservient to someone like that at that level. Yes, that's a lot to swallow. But I think that what I'm having the issue with is her ignorance concerning the culture. You have to study the culture. And what I am learning from these Americans, some of these Americans, is that they have not taken the time to learn the culture. Period. She's making this about Aladin. And Aladin wants to change me. Aladin wants me to be submissive. Aladin wants me to wear these clothes. Aladin wants me to respect this religion. Aladin wants me to know the culture. Qatar says this is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to do. And if you don't do it, I believe that you can be jailed for it. And for some of that stuff, they probably could whoop your ass and kill you. You don't have the same liberties and freedoms that you have here in the United States, Laura. Thank you, Jean Ann, for the $2 cash app. Buying sex toys was more important than research. That's right. She went there and she did the research on the coochie cream and everything else. But you mean to tell me you did not? Why is it that we cannot respect other cultures? Now, I don't know everything about it. Like, I don't. But I know that there are other people who do. And I know how to read. And she made a decision to pick up her whole entire life and to go there. That's what she decided to do. That's right. Vella Bella says, very true. I went to Japan for a business trip. I read business etiquette before I went. You waited for the Japanese to give you a business card. I also learned the proper way to drink tea. Even in some of the classes that I've taken over the years, where we found out, and a lot of them, different things that we do are offensive to other cultures. Some cultures, they don't want you to hit, they don't want to, it's offensive for you to give the thumbs up. So you have to learn the do's and the don'ts so you don't get your ass whooped when you go over there. And Laura hasn't. And like I said, she's making this whole entire thing about him. And that's not about him. It's not about him. Even when you go to people's house in the South, down to grandma's house, It is offensive. Yes, somebody said pointing is offensive. Absolutely, in different cultures. Even when I go to grandma's house, used to go to grandma's house. You can't go to grandma's house and don't eat the food. You cannot enter into someone's house in the South and they have sat there and prepared a whole meal for your bitch ass, and you come in and make a decision that you're not going to eat some biscuits, some greens, some collard greens, some macaroni and cheese, some hog maws, some turkey necks. You're going to have to eat that stuff. I don't care if you eat a little teeny bit of it. Bitch, you better sit down there. As people that are in the deep South, they expect you to eat. And when you leave and you pack your bags and you leave that hotel room, bitch, they expect you to come by the house. And that's right, especially in South Carolina. They expect you to go by that house and pick up some food. And if you don't do it, they are offended. And that is here in the United States. Okay? That's the expectation. That's the expectation. So allegedly, they're not together anymore. Leon kind of dropped the bomb. And guess what? I see why they're not. Because you know what? When in Rome, do as the Romans. You can't go down there with your highfalutin attitude, because your highfalutin attitude ain't going to get you nowhere in Qatar. It's not going to do it. And if y'all disagree with me, it's fine. Teach your auntie something. Maybe there's something that I said that's wrong. Teach me. Tell me what it is. KK said Alaska equals elder respect. First in line for potlucks. My family is Eskimo and a force. What you say, boo? Dulcie Mercado says, yes, auntie, when one of our presidents did the okay sign in Australia, it was a sexual sign to them. My point exactly. Certain things you can't do. And I don't care how much you squeeze this man's hand, you're not going to be equal to him in Qatar. It just is what it is, Laura. Lima Beamer, thank you so much for the $49.99 super chat. My father taught me that. He was Panamanian. When people cook, you eat. They offer you something to drink, you drink. It's rude not to. Absolutely. You learn that when you're in business 101. You learn that. And just like my daughter has gotten to this thing, when a mofo leaves this particular house, unless it's 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and she tired and I'm tired, somebody gonna stand out there on that front porch and watch you leave. We're gonna walk you to the door. We're gonna walk you outside. We're gonna wait for you to get in your car. We're gonna wait for your car to start. We're gonna wait for your lights to turn on, and we're gonna wait for you to pull off, and then we go back into the house. We walk you all the way out and we see you off. And my daughter one time checked me when I didn't do it. Mom, somebody need to see them out. So the clothes and all of this stuff, I don't know if this is scripted. I don't know if she's playing to the cameras. I am hoping that that is what she's doing. This is one of those parts that I'm hoping is scripted. And I found nothing funny about it. Nothing funny about it. I thought it was disrespectful. And if someone disrespected my religion and my faith, whatever that is, we're going to have some problems. We're going to have some problems. I don't see it working with Aladin. Number one, it's a generational, like they have nothing in common. Number two, she doesn't respect him. She wants to be at war with him. She wants to prove that I am an American and I am above this and I am woman. Hear me roar. It ain't gonna happen, Captain. They gonna be shipping your ass back in a daggone cardboard box. Keep playing with the people over there. Keep playing with the people over there. People have... Anyway, y'all. Or what did you say, boo? If it's scripted, it makes all Americans look bad. That's from Creole Girl Nola. Hey, boo, you've been with me for a long time. Yeah, she's very insecure. And I don't even know if it's her weight that makes her insecure or if she's just insecure because she's just unattractive. She's had a rough life. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because she ain't getting her rocks off. She not getting her jiggy. She only getting 2 minutes of it. I'm sure that's frustrated. She probably sexually frustrated. But girl, I'm telling you, you better get yourself together. Get yourself together. But anyway, you all, thank you so much for coming out here and watching this review. I really do appreciate you all being here. If you like what you saw, please make sure that you comment and that you subscribe to the family. And thank you to everybody who super chatted tonight. You all have been rolling with that. Thank you all so much, because that's going to be a blessing to somebody. Thank you so much to my moderators who always keep the room and the chat safe. I really do appreciate you. And thank you to everybody who's been hitting me up in Gmail and sending me your information. I appreciate that as well. One of the things that I wanted to make sure that you all knew is that if you are sending me your information so that you can receive a gift from the super chat, please make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. This is only for those people who are subscribed to the channel. So I meant to say that and I did not say that. I was thinking that, okay, you know, it's probably understood, but I just need to make sure that you know that we will be verifying your subscription and making sure that you are part of the family. Okay? So anyway, y'all, good night. Tomorrow I will be out and I will be doing my review on Married at First Sight. And I appreciate all of you all who have been supporting that as well. You all have a great night and a great Thursday. Be good to one another. Make sure you do something kind for somebody else. And above all, do something kind for yourself. Love y'all to pieces. Bye, y'all.